the champagne, pop. It's my house, come on, turn it up.
Well, welcome to another edition of Wings Weekly. Jay Klein Connect here, of course, along with head coach Scott Langer. And coach, a pretty rough weekend overall up there in Minot against a very good hockey team. Let's kind of break down maybe game by game. We start with Friday night, a 3-1 loss, but a real tight game, hotly contested. I really felt like the guys came out strong in the first, especially with the great energy and really played with some jump. And it really evenly matched. 2 goals that were given up that were a product of perhaps defensive breakdown or a mistake, and then of course the empty netter makes it 3-1. But it was closer than what the score felt, or at least as from an outsider's perspective, it felt closer than what the score indicated. What were your thoughts on Friday night's game, both good and bad?
Well, you're right. I mean, we make, it seems like right now, we make one mistake and we pay for it, and hopefully as time goes by that, won't be the case. But, I thought Friday night, our guys, did come out with good energy. And, again, we had a tough time putting the puck in the back of the net, and, they answered on us. And, the nice thing is we battled back and made it, 2-1. And, unfortunately they got an empty net goal there. But, again, it's youthful mistakes in both games. It's, you pick up the tempo, you play them pretty well in the period, and next thing you know, you got a shorthanded goal against you, and that's a killer. That's extremely tough to respond to, So it just seems like every time we do make a bit of a mistake, we're definitely paying for it. And against a team like Minot with the amount of veterans that they have, you can't make mistakes if you're going to win hockey games.
Very true. Well, and then we move forward to Saturday, and then you kind of touched on the second period there on Saturday, but a 4-0 loss. But again, the first period, I felt like Minot, again, outsider's perspective, just not looking at statistics or anything, it just felt like they came out with a real sense of determination and energy and so on. And not that the Wings didn't, but just maybe back on their heels just a little bit. But weathered the storm and then answered in the second. I really felt like in the second that they came on and matched and even increased the tempo of what Minot came out in the first, and really picked up the physicality, the pressure, a lot of end zone time. Again, that we've seen a lot of. In fact, you guys have really controlled the puck well throughout a couple of different games that we've seen. But again, the one mistake on the power play allows the shorthanded goal. And then, of course, the third comes along, and Minot kind of poured it on there in the third. But some good things you can take from that game too. And one of the things, like I said, I really thought the second was played well. Like you've said, some youthful mistakes. Maybe we're kind of repeating ourselves here, but anything in particular that stood out to you, good or bad, from the second game?
Well, I mean, I like the way we responded. There's no question Minot came out with a ton of energy in that game, and they put us on our heels pretty quick. We weathered the storm, and then we came out in the second period, and it was pretty much all us. For the most part, and then things kind of went for the worse in the third period, and it's just a matter of scoring a few goals at this point.
Yep.
We're putting pressure on teams, we're controlling some of the play, but we're not getting the puck to fall. And when the puck's not going, it gets frustrating, and guys are definitely gripping their sticks a little tight, and it just causes negativity. And we just have to find a way to score some goals. Right now, it's not coming easy, so we're going to have to manufacture a few.
Mm-hmm. Well, one of the ways you can manufacture goals is by just dumping it in and having guys in front of the net. And I know that was something you guys seemed to making an effort to do, as we did see some guys that were kind of camped out in front of the crease, waiting for a rebound, juicy rebound, whatever, just something that will allow you to manufacture those goals. Quick note on Sean Knowlton's goal from the corner, heck of a shot there, found a hole. So congratulations to him on that goal. That was nice. So goal production obviously going to be something that you guys will continue to work on. What about the power play, coach? If I'm not mistaken, statistically you're about 2 of 14 with around a 67% penalty kill. Special teams a concern at all for you right now, or is that something that you're looking at?
No question. I mean, if especially teams are bad, you're not going to be in very many games. Not in this league. Our power play is the guys that you're looking to get it done, and right now they're not getting it done. But you can take whatever approach you want. You just have to keep working on it and supporting those guys, and hopefully things turn around.
Absolutely. Coach, we've got a lot of good things to talk about here coming up in our next segment, too. For example, the naming of captains and the assistants and alternates, but also our home opener at the Odie coming up. Also, some off-ice events that the Wings participated in. That's all coming up after we return to these words from our sponsor.
Let's make a taco. No, seriously. Start with a tortilla, soft tortilla, warm it, kiss it, don't kiss it. Chicken? How about tequila lime chicken? Now we're cooking. Slice this, peel that, snip those. Salsa? Verde. Cheese? Cotija. Oh, forgot to mention. Guac. That's better. See, anyone can make a taco, but we're not anyone. We're Qdoba, and these are knockout tacos. Qdoba Mexican Eats. Choose flavor.
Welcome back to Wings Weekly. Jay Kleinknecht along with head coach Scott Langer. Coach, we kind of talked about the weekend that was, moving forward, and looking forward to our home opener here at the Odie. We'll discuss that in just a little bit too. But one of the things that I wanted to talk about was last week we had an announcement where the captain and the assistants were named, and I wondered if you might talk a little bit about each of them, what they bring to the team, but then also what you were looking for when you make a decision like that or make that determination.
Well, I mean, you're certainly looking at guys that do things right, and they do it right every day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have a pretty young hockey team, so we need guys for them to look up to and follow the right way of doing things. And you know, we think for the most part that we have a pretty good leadership core. You know, we targeted Gage Mackey in the off season to bring leadership to this hockey team, and he does a good job that way. And you know, obviously the guys under him with Jack Kelly, you know, Nick Jenny, and the veteran Kevin Fitzgerald, you know, I think those guys are going to do a real good job, and they're an extension from the coaching staff. So you know, we have to trust them, you know, with a lot of this stuff. And when we're not around in the locker room, those guys have to be preaching the same message.
Yeah. Well, you know, and even whether it's on the bus or wherever, you know, those guys definitely keep everybody in line and make sure that everybody's getting what they need to have done. You know, I wanted to comment. I started to kind of say this in the first period, first segment, and kind of lost my train of thought. But I wanted to mention, you know, one of the things that I noticed about guys like them, you know, a timeout's called. You know, you're down in the third quarter, and they are after it. You know, whether it's Fitzy or Kelly, they're after the guys. We're not quitting. Come on, guys, let's get this. You know, and that's one of the cool things about being Minot is I can hear a lot of what's going on the benches and stuff. But I thought that was really impressive to see those guys and you know, kind of take that leadership and really get, you know, kind of rally the troops, so to speak, and just really, like you said, you know, preach that message that there is no quit in us, and you know, get the rest of the team kind of fired up about it. So that's awesome, and congratulations to those 4 young men on getting that sweater or a letter on their sweater. One of the things, you know, I wanted to mention too, you know, I know last night, and at various times throughout the year, the Wings were out in the public and around Aberdeen doing events. Last night they were at the Exchange BMX Club, you know, meeting with the young BMXers and different people throughout the community. And I wanted to touch a little bit on what your thoughts were about the Wings and their relationship with the community and what that does for youngsters that may be considering, you know, trying hockey or coming to a game and haven't been to one before, or whatever, and how it fosters a relationship between team and community.
Well, I think it's a must. I mean, I think that's a big part of what junior hockey is having these players out in the community and socializing. And you know, our guys in Aberdeen, you know, our staff does a great job of getting these guys out there, and you know, these are the people that you want to see at your games and supporting you. So I mean, if they're here supporting us, we should be supporting them, and I think we do a great job of that. And you know, it's a big part of a junior player's, you know, time is to learn there's more to the game than just on the ice, and
right,
to how to interact and do things well off the ice as well. So I think it's really important.
Well, and it's great to see that, you know, that kind of continuation has gone on from year to year to year, because I know the community loves it. You know, they love seeing the guys out, seeing them, you know, without all their gear on and stuff, and getting a chance to actually get up and talk to them and on a more personal level. A great experience for many of the youth. Well, not just youth. I know oftentimes there's things that the Wings have done at the senior centers and stuff too, and at all ages they really enjoy it. Coach, this weekend, our home opener here at the Odie, I know people have been waiting. It just feels like forever that we've had a regular season game here on the ice. Of course, the exhibition against Brookings went very well, and people were happy about that. But this Friday night, the 7th of October at 7:15, puck drop here at the Odie against the Minot Minotauros again. And then we turn around Saturday night and you play the Austin Bruins. Obviously playing a team like Minot, a solid hockey team, for the third time in the course of a week, essentially, creates some challenges, I would imagine. But then on top of that, trying to prepare for the Austin Bruins, who are 2-3-1, if I'm not mistaken, coming in. It's not all that often that you have a split like that on a weekend. How do you prepare for that? How do you get the team ready for this opener? And is there maybe a little added excitement to get this opener underway?
Well, I think there's always an excitement. We haven't played at home besides the one exhibition game, so our guys are kind of ready to get back home and get in front of their own fans and have that support. And it's a good thing about playing Minot again is they got us twice in their building, and it gives us an opportunity right away to respond and try to answer that back here in our building. So I don't think you can ask for a better setup to your opening night. And as far as having to play two different teams and two different nights, it just creates a lot of work for the staff and trying to prepare your players. And once our players grow a little bit and the amount of preparation we do, I think it'll be a positive to play those type of weekends, just because I feel that we have the ability to prepare our players, and once they're ready to embrace that and be able to change on the fly, I think it would be a real positive.
Excellent. All right, well, looking forward to it, folks. Remember, 7:15 this Friday night against the Minot Minotauros, and then on Saturday night again at 7:15 against the Austin Bruins. A couple of quick housekeeping notes, I suppose. I want to make sure and congratulate Carson Dimoff on his the announcement of getting committed, I guess, to St. Lawrence University. So congratulations to Carson. I want to also apologize to anybody who was, as a subscriber to Fast Hockey, obviously a lot of discussion about what was happening in Minot, but apparently there was something wrong with their encoder that didn't allow the away feed to be viewed or heard. But they promised me that they will have that fixed by the next time we're up there, and they're in the new building. So again, apologies to anybody who was trying to watch the game on Fast Hockey on the away side. Remember, home opener 7:15 on October 7th here at the Odie. Can't wait to see you all out here and see these Aberdeen Wings take on the Minot Minotauros. That'll be it for this Wings Weekly.
Open up the champ.